one of you, please make sure to hit that like button and also share this so this midday market report can not only push through the algorithm, but it'll help our analytics and it'll help us reach a new audience. And there's nothing better than reaching a new audience, allowing for the ones that are here to start to communicate with others and try to push the knowledge that they've learned and also ascertained on their own to help others out. So let me timestamp this and we'll go through this, and I'll try to do this in 10 to 12 minutes. That's what my goal is for the midday market report. Some days, it takes longer. Today's just a standard operating procedure type of day. So we'll go through this and we'll see what kind of back and forth we have to see what else I need to cover outside of the market report. Puentes, good morning, or good early afternoon. Anthony, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I have been looking at all of my stuff. XDC's up 11%, but I'm also looking at Casper up 20%. So our stuff is moving. XRP hasn't moved yet, but everything we own, everything outside of XRP right now in my portfolio is up to about $6,700. And my XRP's over $6,300. So my portfolio's looking pretty good right now, even without XRP moving. But in time it will. In time it will. Mitchell, welcome in. Yes, Casper is ripping. Indeed it is. A lot of ours are, actually. A lot of ours are starting to move. But let me timestamp this. Good mid-afternoon. 2:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I'm looking forward to tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we do a deeper dive into crypto. This is the midday market report for anybody who's tuning in. And we'll definitely be talking a lot about XRP, XLM, XDC in the nighttime live. Right now, I'm going to go through the markets and we'll see what's going on. Dow's down 94.44, 0.26% to 36,110. We're retesting a breakout right now. So as long as we hold 36,100, it's basically a repeat of yesterday. Golden cross. We're trying to support here on this new support on this pivot point. Then we, in standard operating procedure, would have to bounce over 36,000. Roughly, it's like 130 you want to be on top of. And then if we can continue to play this out, let me put this into a bigger time frame so that we can see this. We're trying to break out of here. And we have a reversal candle right now, so that could just be from the drop candle. So it looks like a massive cup and handle is filled out. And this pattern, it's taken some time to fill out, but it's on top of this broadening, well, not exactly on top of it right now, but we're trying to get on top of that level I just talked about. That 36,150. Because we have to keep moving this. So let me move this. Because we want to make sure that it's right around here. So 36,159 is what we're trying to get on top of for the Dow. And then you could have a bounce all the way up to like 41,000, 42,000 if this plays out properly. It's a massive pattern. So just pay attention. There's some big stuff going on here at the end of the year. And it's normal. Like we know, the year-end bonuses are paid out by one of two ways. You've got stock, so basically year-end stock price, and then you've got earnings, Q3 earnings. So you expect rallies like this. The DXY is up 42 cents. No surprise here, 0.4% to 104.06. We were testing the death cross. Made it very clear yesterday that if crypto was going to consolidate, today would be the day. And now maybe we're going to have a nice run in alts here to come. We'll see what happens. But if this gets rejected here, this is the death cross in the daily. This is what we're looking for. All the way up to 104.30 is possible. That's why I circled it. And now that's what we're looking for. Now it's come up here today. So now how's it going to go from mid to end week? Government bonds are down 1.95%. The 10-year government bond, the yield, down 8 basis points to 4.17 as it continues its journey down to where we have completely anticipated. We're looking for sub 4%, as low as around 3.55. Do I think they're going to bring it down all the way to 3%? I highly doubt it. I'm speculative at best of that. I think it's more likely to have a reversal with some kind of inverted head and shoulders forming right around 3.55% likely. But we'll see. It could stop here as well at around like the 3.9%. So only time will tell. Crude oil again. I think we're on top of this better than anybody. We've talked about the $70 a barrel. When you price it in US dollars, this WTI crude oil, we talked about $77 a barrel since it was almost at 100, because we found something when there was a Fed meeting, and the Fed started talking, and then we kept hearing the government talk. We got a few articles that said that they were dead set on it being $70 at the end of the year, and that was like 4 months ago. So we all of a sudden had to switch. You know, we know what we're doing, we know where we're going, but we also had to take into account this formation. Now we can see a more of an broadening wedge forming here, or like a wedge. So let's just see what happens here, and if it comes below that, do they really have the ambition to bring it here by the end of the year down to 64, 65? I wouldn't put it past them. That's what I'm saying. Let's see how low they do bring this. We're going into an election year in the USA. So yada, yada, and yada some more. Gold-silver ratio. Gold's falling a little bit slower than silver right now. So you're getting a much better ratio today than you could. We're retesting just like the DXY. So like I always say, nothing special here right now. We're just retesting the death cross. So this is when people get excited, and really all it's doing is putting in a head and shoulders formation, if the right shoulder, if this breaks down. Now, to confirm, like, this is not a confirmation that we're breaking down, you come back above here and start pushing up and breaking the old high up here at 88.26. Right now, though, you come up to retest this, you get rid of all the money that wants to buy on these when they think it's retracing, when really it's the start of a move. That's why I always say it's a lagging indicator. These are lagging indicators. So let's see what happens. But right now it's doing standard operating procedure for a retest back down for the DXY and for the gold-silver ratio. And then for gold, we talked about if it broke up, the retest we would have to have, and now it's almost, it actually came right down to where we were talking about. This is what we were talking about. And this here, if you've been watching this, Mark, welcome in. Mo, the stranger, trading with J-Ride, welcome in. Yes, hit that like button, everybody. Matt Holden, good afternoon. I promise I won't take much more of your time. I appreciate the 52 people here now. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Midday Market Report. That means a lot to me. Only 29 likes. I think we can do a little bit better than that. I think this information's worth your like and a share. If you don't want to hit that like button or share this great content in this beautiful community to help it expand, you can always send a YouTube super chat. Nobody's done that during this beautiful live. Or join Tom's Army. But really, you could hit that like button and circumvent the aforementioned two things. Be safe driving home, my friend. But this is the retracement we're talking about for gold. If it's going to hold, we need to at least start using this as the flat support here around 2,000 bucks, and then we can go level by level. We had to break back in. This would be our hold right here that we talked about. This is essentially, we're basically right where we need to do. You come up. Now we need to test this. What you don't want to do is do one of these and then maybe do one of these. So what you want to do is confirm this, ride it out, then start coming up, and boom. We made an all-time high at 2,146. Now it looks like, to me, we're trying to see if 2,000 is the new floor. And we're testing it now. We're back up about 10 to 12 bucks from the low. But we're retesting that level. It's very apparent. We're trying to see how strong we are here. Silver, down 1.38%, so about 3 times more. About 34 cents to $24.14. Silver as well had a beautiful rally. Let's move this over. But we're trying to retest here for the further breakup. You see where we're at right now. We're retesting. I always like to adjust these. That's about 8-cent adjustment, but hey. But right now, silver is trying to see, is this a real breakout? We're retesting the formation break. And this is like the overextended area. If you can confirm this, we have a target of $28.72 in this area. If we come down here, it might be a little bit lower. But this is our breakout attempt. We're trying to confirm the breakout, and that's why it looks like that expansion. I like to do the expansion here. XRP Ricky Ripple, thank you so much for the $1.99. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much. Vincent, welcome in from Chicago. You're welcome, Derek. You're welcome, Derek. Prosperity Fund, why does XRP never move? Unfair to say it never moves. I hear everybody say that, but I'll be honest with you. I'm still telling everybody, what could you invest in 23 where you're up about 100%? I mean, that's what it seems like to me is people have unreasonable expectations based on false hype from social media influencers that don't know up from down and couldn't read a chart if I slapped them in the face with it. And they can only build views on FUD, and unfortunately the ones who buy into all that FUD and hype are going to get hurt. Me, I feel great. I have a total investment right now in crypto of about $6,300 roughly. We'll just say 65 to cover the cost. And right now, my crypto portfolio is over 13,000 right now. Yeah, I mean, even if it does go down, XRP, it's in its consolidation phase, it's in its accumulation phase, but eventually, it just depends. Like I always say, a lot of people won't be here that claim they will, and it's not going to be because we won't be here. It's just going to be a lot of people mentally are going to go nuts because they're listening to bullshit. The easiest thing you can do is look at your portfolio and say, hey, I bought it at 34.6 cents. Now it's up over 60. Fantastic. I don't make time predictions. I have them on my chart every single day, but to tell me to make a time prediction is to make me look like a jackass. Because the moment it doesn't hit my time prediction, even if it hits the prediction I make, they'll just say, oh, you didn't hit your time period. So instead of making a prediction, I offer you evidence. This is what could happen. So if you ask me to make a prediction, I'll never do it. The only time I made a prediction was when I told everybody to sell at $1.66. So it hit 52 cents, then ultimately sub 40. And it hit exactly 52, made the retracement, went sub 40. And I said I'll never do it again. Because there's no point. It doesn't gain me anything. So this is the prediction. If it breaks out by end of year, then at some point, if you can hold this pattern break from January of 2018, you can come up, you know, maybe to $2.10 in time. Otherwise, if this stays in the same consolidation and continues to use that 2020 uptrend as the uptrending support from the downtrending resistance that started in January 2018, been very clear about this. December of 24, you could still be at 45 cents and bounce out. If it decides to go down another tier, you could be going into 25, 26. If it goes down another tier, you could be going to 28. But like I always say, the ISO isn't fully implemented until late 28. So no matter what anybody tells me, all charts are valid until they're not. So, and last but not least, silver. And if you guys want to see more about XRP, do the due diligence of coming back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be more than glad to talk about XRP more and more and more. So, and then just pay attention to silver. If it can confirm this breakout, it's a pretty nice move here for silver. Remember, silver's more than 55% right now under its all-time highs, as gold touched its all-time high, and then some. And now it's back under, but you know what I mean. Gold's right at about all-time highs, and we got another 50 to 55% to go for silver just to get there. About 55%. So if we can confirm this, we're looking at about a 20% move. So that's what I'm looking for. Thank you all for tuning in to this midday market report. It means the world to me to have each and every one of you in here. I think we covered a lot, and I think we did a lot in here. And I think I don't want to wear out my welcome, but this is what I like to do for the midday market report. And I think more people would be willing to come in here if it's not a 45-minute market report. Now, if you're looking for a little bit longer, come back in at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we can certainly talk more about crypto, XRP. We'll be looking at XDC, Casper, as it's up 20%. XDC's up about 12%. Some of our favorite ones that we bought during FOMO Fridays and Winning Wednesdays are moving up now, ladies and gentlemen. Axel, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. One of the earliest mods of all times here in the channel. It's so awesome to see you in here, Axel. Stay blessed, everybody. I got to go get the kids. I did it perfectly today because I got to walk out the door. Julie's mom is just pulling up. Stay blessed, everybody, and I appreciate you tuning in to the Midday Market Report. It's just a matter of time for each and every one of us, like Stanley said.